Peace and greetings. Welcome on in. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hi, how's everybody doing? How are we all feeling? Can you all hear me okay? What a day, what a day, what a day. You felt it coming or you felt it right. Oh my goodness. I had to come back because I wanted to check on us and see how we're all doing. We're going to talk about resetting our energy because we're still doing that, talk about June updates, and the last chance for the frequency class. But how are you all doing? How are you feeling? I am Ms.Blue, the Soulful Oracle, and I want to say welcome. Welcome on in. Whew. I trust that all is well in your world. Please let me know who you are, or not who you are. Please let me know where you're tuning in from, what city, what state, what country, what continent that you're tuning in from. So grab you something to drink. We're not going to be here for a long time. I know I keep saying that. I said I was going to stop. I said I was going to stop because every time I say I'm not going to be here for a long time, no cap, you guys. I think the last couple of days, I've been eating a whole lot of strawberries, a whole lot of grapes, a whole lot of fruit. And I think I had a little bit of a reaction these last couple of days, but it's all good. Welcome, welcome, welcome on in. Wow. Well, I'm glad you guys are all tuned in and you knew I was going to be coming on because I love that so much for us. The priestess is in the house. The dancing priestess, Priestess Trin is in the building. Welcome on in. We got Cedric in the building representing Norfolk, Virginia. Brittany is in the house. Jennifer Bliss is here. The real Bridget B is in the building. And I know that's right. Cosmic Love Chaos says we don't have a short attention span. This is so true. Bam Bam, Chicago in the building. Welcome on in. Las Vegas is checking in. And Lola Falana is in the building. Thank you so much, Lola. Davina is here representing Ohio. And Holy Himid is here. Reminding you, Christine is tuning in from California, as well as Dina is tuning in from Savannah, Georgia. Minga Lee is here, Rustin, VA, Rising Energy 8, West Phoenix in the building. Wow, beautiful place to be, West Phoenix in the building. So good to see you guys. Now, listen, I have something planned for us as we gather ourselves on in. Colorado in the building. Welcome on in. Arlington, Texas with Barbara J. Cosmic Puzzle Piece is representing the SIP. The SIP is in the building. I think there was a message I left for you, Cosmic Puzzle Piece. You answered the riddle correctly. So remind me to talk about that. James is in the building representing Minnesota. Oh my goodness. But we're going to tune into this. We're going to tune into this. Let's see what we're going to hear first. Let's listen to this because this is really going to speak to the vibes for day 4. And let me know where you are on day 4. Please let me know where you are on day 4. So we're going to listen to this. I'm going to give a few announcements. We're going to talk about some things that are going on and we're going to get caught up. We're going to get caught up. So much to catch you up on. And then we're going to dive right in and prep ourselves for the energy coming in tomorrow. All right. Here we go. Let's listen to this. Ooh, you guys are going to love it. I'm going to have to mute myself because I'm going to be singing this song the whole time. Here we go.
So many speak on the bottom and never know the feel, or how it looks at the top, or if it's even real. We ain't selling dreams, but we live in some. No arms, license, and still we stick to our guns. I'm gonna live my life. I'm gonna live my life, oh yeah. We here to live for ourselves first. And if in doing that it helps you, so be it. Let it drive. Let's go. We're gonna live it full. If I keep living my life, eventually I'll allow my truth. Better talk to me. I'm gonna take my time and find what's right for me. I'm gonna live my life. We gonna live life. Living full. No more empty glasses here. I said no more empty glasses or even half full. When the world see that we blessed more than a handful. That's why you can't put your finger on it, we got the touch. Never perfect, living with purpose, that be us. Open the curtains, we give the real like behind the scenes. We give the heart in our chest and wear it on our sleeves. I don't lend my clothes so you know it's really me. I cop that so I rock, that's how it really be. But metaphorical, speaking my piece, that when I do, haters zip they lips like it's rhetorical. My past experience makes me an oracle. Don't believe when it's from me, so I write it down allegorical. Ain't trying to be the clouds, always overheads. Sometimes I gotta be the ground to hold you down and stand. For yourself first, then we go get the fam. Build them up, set them up like it's already planned.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Wow. Wow. If that didn't kind of give you a little bit of pick me up, take you to the next level, that song there, I'm gonna live my life. But I think the actual name of the song is called No More Empty Glasses. And isn't that so true? No more empty glasses. Oh, your 7-year-old daughter, says Nicole. Tell her I love her too. The babies have been asking for me lately. I definitely have to make sure that I am doing something to connect with them because this is about the fifth message in the last 24 hours. And I know when the babies get to asking, it is a good thing. Ah, yeah. Please listen. We have to talk about something right now at the top of the hour because right now, straight off the press, what is hot in these cosmic streets is the All About Frequency 8-week class. Now, here's what I want you guys to know. We sold out. We sold out. However, I went back and I added some more slots, some more spots because so many of you wanted to participate in the class. And yes, and so refresh, it's back open. Right now, I don't know how much longer, but it is open. So for those of you who wanted to get in, and I'm going to say this, Like I said, I wanted to keep it to kind of a small group. I didn't want us to have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people in there. So listen, 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 listen. Refresh right now because I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I started getting bombarded with emails today of people telling me actually the class sold out last night. And by the way, did y'all see how your girl came through for y'all sisters? Definitely. I came through for the brothers too, but sisters, I promised you guys a video. Even though we had a thunderstorm, we had lightning here, we had all kinds of things going on. Tornado watch, all kinds of craziness. Your girl was up 3, 4 o'clock in the morning after I finished working. And I still went ahead and I said, you know what? I'm not going to go live. I'm going to record this video, put a little sparkles on there, and I put it up for you guys. So definitely keep the comments coming. Please keep downloading it, looking at it. And you guys are telling me it was so helpful for you today. Today is not over for most of us. So we are still riding this cosmic wave here. We are still. Well, beautiful Lola Falana. But welcome on in. How's everybody feeling? How is everybody doing? It rained like crazy in Miami. Yes, let me tell you, it's a lot going on. It really is. I was thinking I was too overwhelmed to take anything else. And then I heard something on the frequency like 3 times. And I was like, it was like I need it in my life now. Listen, well, I want to say thank you to those of you who are signing up because class is back open. Some of you sent me emails. I haven't got back to everybody on the email, but where is my brother Karmic from? Karmic. Where is Karmic Evolution? Where is Karmic representing the UK? Karmic, I definitely want you to come back up because I didn't get a chance to respond to you just yet. But I definitely will. But for those of you, I'm reading chat. You have to read chat. You absolutely. There is Karmic. Oh my goodness, Karmic. Wait a minute. I shared my 3 daughters and my granddaughter, and I even shared it with my 2 sons. Great for you, Cynthia. Karmic, let me go ahead. I sent you an email too. You did Black Goals. If you guys, if I don't answer, I I was about to do a Anita Baker, but I'm not gonna do that. Resend me the email. I was gonna say, I apologize. Yep. Thank you guys for signing up for the class. It looks like we're gonna have another sellout, but honestly, if you really feel called to be in the class and it sells out for the second time, because it's giving. It's giving. We gonna sell out before we even get into the show. Email me, send me an email, and we'll go from there. But Karmic, do you want me to answer you here, Karmic? Or you want me to email you, Karmic? Lola Falana, if you could put the link in chat for me again. That thank you, Black Gold. I know we all be busy in these cosmic streets, but listen, I'm not that busy. I just gotta, I'm getting all the songs tonight. I got a focus song. Oh, it did sell out again. Okay. I'm gonna add a few more slots here. Uh, I don't know what y'all listen, 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 listen. I added a few more slots. It just sold out again. Listen, listen. I am so grateful. I am so grateful. I am so grateful. Um, and yeah, yeah. Wow. 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 It's like a Bay concert. Listen, all the time. I am so grateful. I am so grateful. Wow, y'all are going to make me cry. Not tonight. Not tonight. So I know some of you I have emailed and we have talked. I'm definitely trying not to make the class size so large because we gonna be getting it in. When I say getting it in, we are going to get it in. We are going to get it in like never before. And your girl has been working day and night. It is a working day and night. And I just can't wait for us to get together and do this work, do this healing work and do this love work, this soul work, because I know many of you are called to this soul work as well too. So I am wow. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so grateful. I'm kind of speechless, but I got some stuff I got to say. I got some ish I got to say. And I want to say thank you to every single one of you who have trusted yourself enough to trust me and for us to come together. It's going to be life-changing. We're doing it at such a powerful time, astrologically, numerology, energetically, Akashic recordly, soulfully. Like this is the perfect alignment for this work. And for us to be together for 8 weeks, we're gonna run it up. We're gonna run it up. We're gonna literally change the world. And we do that by really connecting with ourselves and changing ourselves. So yeah, it's giving. It's giving. Did we sell out again? I know. Listen. Ah, I think we did. I think we sold out again. Um wow. Okay. 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 All right. So, I, I'm pushing the limit now. I'm pushing. You know how they say push the button? I'm pushing the button. I pushed the button. I just loaded us up again. I just loaded us up again. I don't know. I don't know what y'all are on, but I know what y'all are on. I know y'all can feel it. I know y'all can see it. But if you refresh right now, listen, that's all I'm going to say. I love you guys too, New Diamond. I love y'all. I really, really do. I do. And I am truly grateful. I am. I am. And let me say this, if for some reason you wanted to get in and you cannot get in and you weren't able, I want you to trust that. I want you to trust that so much, right? This is something I want you to feel aligned with anything. I don't care if it costs $2. I don't care if it costs $1 billion. Feel aligned with it. Feel aligned with it. But we're going to have a great time. We're going to have a great time. Yeah, we going to have a great time. One of my mentors is texting. What he got going on? What he got going on? But anyway, okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you all. Futuristic activation class is in the building. Want to give you a shout out and so much love to everyone who's a part of the futuristic activation class, as well as all of the divine priestess in the building, as well as everybody who's a part of the All About Frequency 8-week class, which is the kickoff and the prelude to coming soon, the All About Frequency show. I can't wait for that. That, yeah, yeah. I got some amazing guests lined up. I have some all kinds of things coming soon, right? These next couple of months, I'm going to give you I'm going to give you kind of like a overview of what this is. Welcome on in, Auntie Energy. Beautiful. You saw me on Brother Rich show. Love Brother Rich and everybody who's come over from Brother Rich channel. It has been just a beautiful divine infusion. Brother Rich is such an amazing brother doing so much powerful work in this world. And so it was truly an honor to be on his platform and to connect with so many of you as well. So yeah. I know, Cheney. I'm spoiling you guys. I am, but I'm doing it while I I got it. You understand? While I got it. Well, congratulations, you got in the class. And yeah, so refresh if anybody this is going to be the third sellout. We're already on sellout number 3 and I'm sure it's sold out again. I know you lying. Listen. PayPal can't even keep up with y'all. This is insane. What? Wait a minute. You've got to be kidding me. It's sold out again. What are y'all on? Listen, refresh. But we not doing this all night. We are not doing this all night. I just I didn't even come on for this. I just refreshed again. So, listen. Wow. Okay. Okay. Let me stay focused. Listen. I am so thankful. I am so grateful. You know what? Y'all play way too much. Y'all play. Let me focus on Matthew cuz if I focus on this, listen. Let me Oh, okay. You know what? Okay. Just tell me when those trucks was spilling money in Chicago and California, just tell me y'all got it. Just tell me y'all hit that truck. Just tell me. Just tell me that y'all did it. Y'all went, y'all scooped up some of that and y'all got it. Y'all just did it. This is insane. I don't know what to say. This is, you know, listen, we always sell out. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm not jaded by that, but we always sell out. This is we always we done sold out. This is the fourth sellout. Okay, y'all. Listen, I reloaded in a minute. The site is sending me questions like, are you sure this is the fourth? Oh, Sheila, you done slid up in it. You know what? Y'all play way too much. I'm so grateful. Yes, I love you all too. Y'all are gonna listen. Let me stay focused. Let me stay focused. And I'll tell you why. This work, and this is not even supposed to be a deep day. This is day 4. I'll save it. I'll save it for another day. But I'll just tell you guys, it's when you are doing this work, I always set the intention to be transparent in what I do, but I also don't want to make it seem like this is just, it doesn't come with a lot of dedication, a lot of perseverance, and a lot of growth, because it does. It does for myself. And many of you have been there, if not from the very beginning, you've been there for a long time. And for anyone who is a teacher, for anyone who is someone who desires to uh, do this work, um, put whatever it is out into the world, whether that be music, whether that be working with children, whether that is working in corporate America and working in some capacity of business, or helping and assisting others. There comes a time when you understand that what you're doing it for, it's beyond the facade of what people may think, right? Like, it's not really about the money, the currency. That's a part of it. But this is about you guys really saying, you know what, Miss Blue, this work, what you're doing, it's meaningful, it's helpful. Um, that's what anyone would want. Anyone who is doing any kind of work. No, we don't look for recognition. We're not looking for those kinds of accolades. That's not it. But after you've been doing the work for so many years, you kind of ride your roller coaster. And sometimes when you get to that point where you begin to say in your journey and on your quest, am I still making an impact? That was something we talked about the other night. And the other night was, to know when to quit, to know when to give up, that's a real thing too. But to also know when to keep going, even when it doesn't look like, to maybe some, you should keep going, or when others have told you to not keep going, or that the way you're doing it, you'll never, people will never, you know, listen, follow. That's not what they want. People want to stay stuck in fear, these stories, and not them outwardly saying that, but energetically, that's what they're telling you. It's like, and finally to be in this time where there's so many powerful souls like yourself on the planet, and so many of you who feel, sort of the likeness like I feel, like it's time for love, for real. Like it's time for us to really, really, you know, be unapologetically about who we are and how we're showing up in the world, and infusing that any way that we want, in such a unique way, at a time when so many are just figuring out who they are. So I salute you all, and you all are, it means the world to me that I get a chance to do this work and to do what I love, because I love it so much. That's why I do it, because I love it. And I love that we could do it together. And that's what I've wanted. I always wanted a community. I always want y'all or something else. I always wanted a community. I always wanted a community, a group of people who can get together, and we have our ups and downs like everybody else, but really it's love here. And that's what it is. It's love here. So when I have some new people who just came in and they're saying they spoke to some of the soul family members, and it's so much love, and they can really feel that it's real. Like, this ain't no fake. We ain't just this. And vice versa. The people who've been here for a long time can connect with those of you who are new and be like, wow, I could really feel their love. This is a place that so many more need to know about. So if it's a wish that I have and an intention, okay, y'all, we got to make it through today. it is that we continuously spread the word and grow. And if I can be a part on your journey to help you do that in a loving, in an authentic, in a powerful way, then my legacy is secured. It's secured. And I woke up this morning with that heavy on my heart about my legacy, you know, that extends into the work and into the family. And so I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. So look, y'all have made me cry. And I just told y'all we didn't come over here for that tonight. We're supposed to be recapping about what had happened was. And we done sold out again. That's 5 times. I listen, this is it. This is it. And if and I'm not gonna refill it anymore. 5 times. Wow. 5 times a sellout. 5 times. Wow. Wow. 5 times. 5 times. You know, in my younger days, I used to be a little stubborn and I would say, no, we sold out. Mm-mm. Try again next year. Holla at your girl next year. You know. But yeah, so I just reloaded again. Wow. Wow. And thank you all so much for your feedback. Thank you for your comments, sharing your high vibrational thoughts. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Ooh, we need to play some music. We're going to hear another song here because, wow, y'all got your girl and you got me in a chokehold right now. I'm just not going to hold you. Okay. Let's see. What are we going to hear? I want to play this. And this is a song from your higher selves. This is all of our higher selves. And then I promise we're going to come back and we're going to dive into day 4 and then we're going to work our way to prepare for day 5, which some of you, depending on where you are in the world, you're already in your day 5. I have read up and let me say this in short, because we have a real superstar in the building. Now, all of you are superstars, but I definitely want to shout out the brother Matthew, Karmic Evolution from the UK. And Karmic, y'all are too much. Karmic, the answer is yes, you need to go for it. And yes, I heard what you said. And email me and definitely we will talk about it because listen, y'all got me right now. Y'all got me right now. So we're going to listen to this. This is a song from our higher selves. And then we're going to come back and yeah, we are going to dive right in. So here we go. Let me go to mute because y'all don't need to hear me singing.
You must be a hero. You must be a Superman. 'Cause every time I see you, I can feel the rain. You must be a hero. You must be that kind of man who can make me realize my dreams deep inside. And every time I see you, I can feel the pain. They can say not good enough, I'm not that one for you. We belong together. They can tell you and me anything to push you away from me. My heart belongs to you. You must be a hero. Your resonance and by the gods. And every time I'm with you, love and fantasy. I want to share with you till the end of my life. They can see not good enough, I'm not that one for you. We belong together. They can tell you anything to push you away from me. My heart belongs to you. You must be a hero. You must be a Superman. 'Cause every time I see you, I can feel the pain.
Yeah. You are a hero. We all are heroes. I love that song. That's a song for the higher self. And wow. Mm, mm, wow. And so many of you are letting me know that you have seen the signs and symbols, the synchronicities, the positive omens. And I will be doing some more probably here next week or whenever. And we will be doing that. Yeah. Oh, Sheila, I didn't even realize. Yeah, shout out to your son. Shout him out. Listen. Wow. Wow. Yes. I Chosen Girl, I love that song. When I heard it, oh, your sister is in here. Your sister is in here, 7 grams. Well, welcome on in to 7 grams, sister. Welcome on in. Listen, let's get ready to get into the share. Let's get ready to get into the share. Ms.Blue, can I still manifest? And am I in trouble? Of course you can manifest. Joyride. I don't know why you would say that. Okay, so listen, I got us some notes here that we're going to be going over. Getting into it. So I was gonna start out, but we're about to get tuned all the way in. We have done that. We have definitely done that. And over here, this isn't, and I'll give the artist in a minute. Okay, you guys, I gotta spell the name. I'll give the artist in a minute for all the songs, all of the music. Matter of fact, I'll list it in the show notes afterwards to make sure that you guys have all the artists for the music because it's such beautiful artists. And I'm grateful. I'm so thankful that I have permission to be able to play their music because that has been a long time dream of mine that literally has kind of allowed me to take a step back because I sacrificed getting monetized, sacrifice even them pushing me out in the algorithm for years and years and years. And I wanted all of it to go to the artist. And so now I'm glad that I've kind of figured that out. A solution came at the right time. So, no, over here, we don't just do vibes. Over here, we do vibrational upgrades, we do activations. And so, when you're here in this space, it is about checking in. Think of this kind of like a spiritual pit stop. Short but powerful, because that's what we're going to be doing tonight. It's going to be short but powerful. So, wow. I was going to talk about, before we dive in, quick heads up about the All About Frequency 8-week class. but we already did that. But remember what I told you. If you feel called right now, you can refresh unless we sold out again. And listen, no, I think we good. I think we're good right now. I think we're good. I'm not gonna look. I'm not gonna look. It's still a few left. But if you've emailed me and you spoke with me and you really feel you want to be in this class, send me an email at questionforblue@gmail.com. But also, I want to say this. If you want to be in this class, but things just aren't lining up for you, I want you to also trust to where you are. Trust to where you are. Trust where you are. That's it. Just trust where you are. Okay. All right. So now we're going to keep going. Let's talk about day 4. Day 4. And if you didn't see the video, I want you to watch it because I made a whole video about a cheat sheet for the divine feminine and the sacred masculine for day 4, because this is the day about restoring your relationship. Remember, this isn't just about people, it's also about your relationship with your space. So, how many of you have been clearing the clutter from your living room and inviting new life in? I did that today, wiped everything down and just kind of opened the windows, circulating, letting the air and the wind in, giving my plants the water, whispering. I hold sacred space for new soul alignments. And boy, did it come whooshing in. Your living room isn't just where you Netflix and chill. It's where new soul connections are assigned in energy. You understand? And so that is just so powerful. Just so powerful. So many of you guys have been doing it. You just cleanse your desk. I love that. Bookshelves and cleanse your crystals. You did your room. I absolutely love that. You wipe down your mirrors. I am open to receive all the good the universe has for me. Period. Period. Yes. So think of your living room like a living love spell. And boy, was I bit by that today. And I just kind of been putting together a new playlist with lots of frequencies and lots of sounds. And that's what you guys been hearing from the song Hero, for No More Empty Glass, all of that, because that is on the playlist that I've been working with today. You know, it's about stack the frequency for loyalty, for link ups and legacy. This is what we're stacking. And your living room is that space where you come into that energy. So now, are we ready for day 5? Because this is going to be your reset, where you reset your rest. That's a big one. So, tomorrow, but before we get to tomorrow, let me give an overview. And I want you guys to note this for the next 3 months. So, what is this? June, July, August, and a portion of September. Because in September, there is going to be a great shift. I talked about it and have talked about it in shows earlier this year. And I will keep getting us in alignment for that, because this is what we're getting in alignment for. I want you to think about this. It's kind of like being on an airplane, rushing to the airport. Can you imagine? You're running late, you're stuck in traffic, and as you're stuck in traffic, it seems like you're going to miss your flight. But just when you think all hope is gone and you've already come to grips with, you know what, I'm going to have to get on a new plane. I'm going to have to make arrangements because I'm going to miss my flight. Somehow the plane was delayed. You're able to get curbside, get dropped off. You make it down to your get through TSA, that part. You make it through TSA. And after you get on TSA, then you're able to make it to your gate and you're able to make it on your flight. And you did all of that rushing and you were moving, 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 moving so fast, having delay after delay after delay. And so when you get on the plane, you are relaxing. Matter of fact, you're contemplating, even when you get on the plane, that once you get on the plane, you're going to rest. You're going to take a nap. Your flight is about 4 hours. So you get on the plane, you get in your seat, after being disturbed because the person comes and somebody else is coming on their seat, and you get on the plane and you comfortable, you done got your headset in, you got your playlist, you know what movie you gonna watch, and you got your hoodie on. I like to, when I traveled in sweats. Holla if you hear me. Ain't nothing like a good hoodie with a sweats where you could just kind of snuggle up, zip up, and just kind of be in your seat and be relaxed, and you are ready for this 4-hour flight, but you are resting. You are going to sit back, you're going to chill, you're going to reset, you're going to gather yourself, you're going to rest. Because as soon as you land, you taking off. You taking off. Soon as you hit the ground, it is boots on the ground. And you're going to have to grab your bags and you're going to have to make it, because you're on a mission, right? But you're not worried about any of that. You're not even worried about when you get to the airport, will somebody be there to pick you up? Will you be able to get your rent-a-car? Because when you tried to reserve one from all the places at the airport, they told you there was none available. Will you have to call an Uber? Will you have to call a Lyft, to come pick you up to get you to your next destination? You're not worried about none of that. All you're worried about is taking a pause. That's what these next couple of months is going to be like. But when you're on that airplane and that airplane is taking off, your body can tell you moving at a high rate of speed. You are moving fast. I mean, you moving at a high rate of speed. You are going fast, but you are relaxed. You are relaxed. So it's already calibrating you for when you hit the ground. It's calibrating you that you can be moving fast, but you can be relaxed and you could be resting at the same time. So if I had to give you an analogy of what the next couple of months are going to feel like, that's what it's going to feel like. It's going to feel like you on that airplane. It's moving fast, but your goal, because you're not Tracy Chapman, you're not moving in the fast car. The plane is moving fast, but you are going to rest. You're going to chill. You're going to rest, and you still going to make it happen. You're going to do everything that needs to get done, and you're going to be trusting that that is what's going on. So if someone were to say to you, hey, have you ever thought about how fast an airplane is going, how fast you're moving? It's not going to matter, because even though your body acknowledges that you're moving fast, you know that you're resting. So you close your eyes and you go to sleep until you hear that doo. All right. Go ahead and sit in that upright position. Get in that upright position. Go ahead, put your trays up, put your electronic devices up. Make sure everything is in airplane mode, because we're getting ready to land. And you like, yes, I got 4 hours of sleep. All of that is behind you. All of that, the Uber kept canceling, is behind you. All of that, when your bestie said that they're going to take you to the airport, but called at the last moment and had to reschedule because they called them in for work. All of that is gone. You're not worried about none of that. All of that despite the fact that when you hit the ground with the boots on the ground, nothing is settled, nothing is organized. You're not worried about none of that. None of it. You get off the plane, you make your beeline straight to the rent-a-car place. And soon as you get to the counter, they say, "We don't have anything." Wait, somebody just dropped the car off early. Boom. There you go. You get your keys. You got your rent-a-car and you show up like, "Surprise." And they like, "Oh my God, what are you doing here? We didn't know. We didn't know." Yeah, you ain't got to know. You ain't got to know. So I want you to know that this is what the next couple of months is going to feel like. And tomorrow you're going to get a taste, just a taste. Can I get a taste? Y'all know that song? Can I get a taste? You're going to get a taste of this energy. And you're going to need to reset your rest. So tomorrow theme, we are switching gears. Not glamorous. It's not the glamorous life. Y'all know that song, glamorous, glamorous. It's not loud, but it's sacred. We having a sacred moment. So for so many of you who are talking about Beyonce, yeah, we finna have a sacred moment. And this sacred moment is going to start in one of the most holies of holy places. It's going to start in the bedroom. In the bedroom. I'm talking fresh linen, because fresh linens equal fresh timeline. That means cleaning underneath the bed, because this is where you unblock your subconscious mind. In Feng Shui, the bedroom speaks to the subconscious. And when you're laying down, let me give you some cures for this. If you're having or experiencing nightmares, a lot of headaches when you're laying in the bed, one of the things I want to tell you is make sure your headboard is not on the same wall as the door to enter the room. When you're in your bed space, in order for the energy to flow into you, and I remind me to tell you something in a minute, you need to be able to lay in your bed. And you need to be able to see who's coming, entering into the door, because this is how life force energy, chi energy enters into your room. So if you're laying in your bed, no matter where it is, can you see? Can you see? Can you see the door? Are you able to see the door when you're laying in your bed? You don't want to be what they call in Feng Shui, they call it the dead man's position. And I'll tell you why it sounds scary. But let me tell you, if your door is here and your headboard is here, and you go to sleep at night and that door's right there, and you have headaches, you're ill, you've been sick, you have insomnia, you can't sleep, or you have digestive problems, nightmares, all of that, then you need to switch it up. You need to switch it up. You need to move it around. If you feel that you can't ground yourself, it's hard for you to ground, you need to switch that up. The other thing I want to tell you is when you're laying in the bed, which way is north? I want you to think about, which way is north, right? Are you laying in the bed and which way is north? Because of how energy moves on the planet, you may have to rotate yourself either in the bed or the physical bed. Now, I understand that some of us, we can't just be flip-flopping the bed around and changing the whole room. But if you're having or experiencing some of these conditions, you're going to want to change things around. You're going to want to move things around in your bedroom. But you want to make sure that your linen is clean, because when you're laying in that bed, when you're physically laying in that bed, it really is you connecting with your timeline that you're on, whatever timeline you're on, right? And so those fresh sheets are going to speak to the timeline, clearing anything that's underneath your bed. It's going to help you unblock your subconscious mind. You want to do that? You want to make sure that when you're laying in the bed, there is a clear pathway for you to be able to look straight ahead. I don't care if you're looking at a wall, a window, whatever, but there's a clear pathway to move around in there. So you want to tidy up, you want to organize things, you want to get things, you want to clear, wipe things down, get dust and things out of the room, sweep the floor, mop the floor. You're going to want to do that. And then play some music. You can sing, you can walk around and clap. Make sure you clap in the corners, up and down. That's going to break up any stagnant energy because stagnant energy actually resides in the corners. So if you go look in the corners, you will always find dust and things in the corner. If you have things on the floor that don't belong on the floor, you want to get them up off the floor. Okay. Because that what that does is because remember everything in your home, particularly in your bedroom, it is connected with you. And so that's high frequency, but it's attracting energy and you don't want it to pull energy down. I'm not talking about your shoes, but if you have a space for your shoes, make sure that it's in a dedicated space, that you have a dedicated space. It don't have to be perfect. We don't have to do MTV cribs, but we do need to make sure that we are taking time intentionally and we are using our moon water, right? And mixing it when we're wiping things down. Now we got the okay that we can go back to using Fabuloso because I love some Fabuloso, some pine, you know. You can use a little bit of Florida water and mix it in there as well too. That's going to help with the frequency and vibration. Also playing some instrumental, classical or jazz music will instantly elevate the energy within your air, within the atmosphere within your bedroom. So you want to make sure that that is where the focus is. And, then I want you to sit down when you're done and begin to journal. What does true safety feel like for me? Often when we think about safety, we think about some real extreme things, but I'm really talking about how safe do you feel in your physical body? Because your bedroom is connected to that. Also, don't forget to get you a nice, juicy rose quartz crystal that is perfect for you to put in your bedroom. That rose quartz crystal. One of the things that's so unique about rose quartz crystal, and I think, do I have one right here? I may not have one close by. But what is so critical for rose quartz crystals is that it helps you process your emotions and your feelings. And it takes your emotions, and I'm talking about when we look at the hierarchy of our vibration, it's not that any emotion is bad because emotions are really, really bringing you back to you. It's intel. Your emotions are intel. They're just not supposed to go first. Your intuition first, and then your emotions, but it's telling you something about yourself. But when you have those emotions, it's not meant for you, for the lower emotions, vibrations, for you to stay in those frequencies for a long time. It starts to disrupt your subatomical particles. It it's not good for your organs, it's not good for your blood, it's not good for your body, it's not good for your mind, it's not good for any part of you, right? To be in such a heavy vibration for such a long time. It's time for you to raise and elevate your frequency, right? So when you're sitting there in your journal prompts, drop down in your body, wiggle your toes, take your hand, you know what I tell you, place it over your solar plex. You can tap it, it's right there on your belly button, right above it, and tap that space there. And you want to bring your consciousness and awareness down into the lower half of your body. And this is the place that I want you to ask these questions you have. Ask that question from there. What does true safety feel like to me? What does it feel like? to be safe in your body, to be safe with your thoughts, to be safe in your heart. You understand? To be safe in your self expression of who you are, to be safe in your mind, to explore. How does true safety look and feel to you? Really connect with that energy. You'll see how simple this is, but this is something my teachers and guides have shown me for since doing this work, that we have made this all too complicated. It can be very simple. These are simple techniques and simple ways of doing, but this is really some high science, some real spiritual, esoteric knowledge. And it's not work for the faint at heart, because most of us are so used to being in this dense 3D reality here on earth, because so much of that is that we are comfortable being uncomfortable in this frequency. We are comfortable. We literally are. So, this is why I tease and say it. We love drama. We love to be in fear because we have been birthed into this. We're so comfortable with fear that when someone starts to speak something of a higher frequency, we think they on some ish. So just think about it. We live in a world where things are too good to be true, but when they're bad, it's supposed to happen. You understand? And it's nothing you can do about it, you know? So we got to break free of these chains, and it's very important as we move forward and growing up on planet Earth that we really get this now, because there are some that want you to believe that there is this locked in agenda and nothing you do, say, be, become will change. And that's simply not true. And I tell you that from me working with the Akashic Records for more than 16, 17 years and being deep in the premier files and seeing it, and even testing it out with myself and teaching others as well, that you can change shit. You can change something sitting on the couch, eating a bag of Cheetos, or watching your favorite, I don't know, Netflix movie, right? You really can. You could change stuff even in that state. You are that powerful, and you got to know that. But they want to trick you out of the greatest commodity on this planet, because it's no longer money, it is no longer power. It is your time. It is your energy. It is your attention. And if I can get you to give that up, then it's up for grabs. And so there is a collective on this planet, and they're very proficient at holding you hostage to your own fear and ciphering your power from you. That's a real thing. So oftentimes, when I think about the movie Sinner, which I still haven't had a chance to get deep into, I haven't watched, but I've seen a lot of the clips. I haven't watched anyone's reviews, but you guys have shared your thoughts with me on it. So I want you to look at this movie like a metaphysician. I want you to understand, for those of you who have watched it or heard about it, to understand it from an esoteric point of view, because this is what these storytellers, and this is what the brother was trying to tell you. This is a metaphor, not for you to be walking around thinking somebody's literally going to latch on to your ass and suck your blood and do all that. That's not, listen, listen. That's not what's going on now. Now, I'm telling you this because were there times on the planet when people were doing this? You can manifest anything. We are God incarnated here. If you walked around and wanted to be Jeffrey Dahmer's little brother or little sister, you can do it. And there's people on the planet who's doing it. If you want to walk around here and you want to be a vampire, you can do it. So it's as real as you allow it to be in your life. But what about if you aspired for something greater? What about if you got out of your fear and you can move past that point in your life where you thought, this is as far as I can go. This is as good as it gets. You understand? What if you can overcome that hump? What if you can move past that obstacle in the false matrix because it's in your mind? And what if you started to drown out not those things that you think are impossible for you, but those things that you've been told is the only thing that can happen to you? See, so many of us, we got to get a new story. We need a whole new story. Matter of fact, let's add that into our day 5. You write yourself a new story. You don't like the family you with? Give yourself a new family. I said it. Give yourself a new mama. Give yourself a new daddy. How about that? You got a loving mother that is so supportive. Your mother is so supportive. Your mother has been there every step of the way. She goes out of her way to really help you and connect with you on all levels. Oh, your daddy was never in your life. Oh, no, you got a daddy that came and picked you up from school every single day, made sure was there for every major event in your life, made sure that he gave you sound and wise insight, was there to protect you and not harm you. Give yourself a new family. Give yourself a new family. And then I want you to dive deep, deep into loving yourself, right? And so some people would say, well, that's foolishness. No, it's not. No, it's not. Because you are the creator. And so every time you tell yourself that traumatizing story, you take yourself back into trauma. That's the trauma drama. You understand? That's the trauma drama. You can do it. If you had a relationship that was jacked up, get yourself a new man, girl. Get yourself a new man. Your last relationship was wonderful. It was beautiful. You two shared wonderful memories with each other because the mind doesn't know the difference between the mind doesn't know the difference between you are living it and you're not. And that's why I say self love is the new shadow work. Growth and self love is the new shadow work. But this is what I want to tell you because some of you guys come back and you say this to me and um, you say this to me. Well, Ms.Blue, that exercise you gave me, it's not working. And I say, you've only been doing it for a week. You've only been doing it for a week. Do it for 12 months straight. No days off. No days off. 12 months. And come holla at your girl. You're not going to flip your mind around. You can, but very few can in just that short period of time. Loving you is a no day off. I don't take no days off on loving me because if I did, baby, who knows what street y'all may see me walking down. I might be in the corner somewhere eating a piece of white bread, rocking back and forth, thinking about all this crazy shit going on in the world. There's no days off when it comes to loving you. You got to do it every single day. That's what it's about when you hear spiritual teachers and you hear us talking about you got to do the work. This ain't an intellectual thing. You got to do the work. That's the work. No days off. None. If you take a day off, why? Why are you taking a day off? You can't. And here's the other task. Why would loving you every single day? Because the truth is, 99.9% of you that are listening to me, that's here, ever came across me in any shape, form, or fashion, you're going to have to do that for the rest of your life. It's a commitment, baby. You're going to have to do it for the rest of your life. Every day. Just go ahead and nod your head like this. Every day for the rest of your life. And that should be something that you celebrate. But remember, Self-love is a feeling. It's a feeling. All that other stuff, that's what I call the fluff. Hair done, nails done, everything did, fluff. Working out, half fluff. It's a part of it, but it's a feeling. It's a feeling that you have deep inside of yourself. It's a feeling that is deep in you. And it changes everything. I promise you, you will see the world different. Like literally, you will look at something simple and see the world completely different. You'll be in an elevated state of consciousness. You'll be able to see that big picture, that big picture, and you'll be able to navigate. That's where I came up with the saying, riding the cosmic waves. You're going to be able to ride them cosmic waves. They're going to be looking at you like, "Ooh, look at her go. She riding the cosmic waves." Riding the cosmic waves and creating waves as you're riding, because you don't get to ride unless you're creating. So many of you are doing the work. Don't give up. Don't stop, because it's not, "Oh, I did it for 3 months. How come I'm not healed? How come I'm still sick? How come I'm not feeling better?" You got to keep going. You got to keep going, and you got to celebrate yourself every step of the way. You got to celebrate those small wins, not the big ones. This ain't about traumatizing ourselves. You don't have to go in some dark shadow place and destroy yourself. You ain't got to do that. Those days are over. You ain't got to do that. There's another way. There is another way. And I'm not talking about celebrating the ego, because some people get that shit twisted, because they can talk a good game. They can spit some words. They studied some books. They know some techniques. They know some phrases, but it ain't translating, baby. Because when you do your self-love work, real growth happens from within, and it can't help but spill the fuck out in your life, everywhere. So you can sit back and nobody knows your name, but you going to be inside. You going to be saying, "Hey, what Tiana Taylor say? Oh, we made it. We made it. We made it. We're here. We're here. We're in this for real." And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You ain't got nothing to prove. You lost smooth. You ain't got nothing to prove. And that's how you should live your life. And then once you have that self-love intact, purpose becomes an afterthought. Everybody say it with me. Purpose becomes an afterthought, because your real purpose is you. That's the gag. You the real purpose. Can you live a elevated life that takes you beyond the dimension that you decided to come and play with for a little while? Purpose becomes an afterthought. You start to realize everything is your purpose. I'm listening to Ms.Blue. What's my purpose? Listening to Ms.Blue right now. I got to go over here and cook dinner. What's my purpose? Cooking dinner. Oh, you always got a purpose. You ain't going to never run out of purpose. Purpose. Are you playing with me? I always got a purpose. Yeah, because purpose is the afterthought. Too many people trying to jump over and not do the work, and they want to get to purpose before they even know who the hell they are. How is that possible? Y'all are too much. I'm cooking tonight. Yeah, let her cook. Let her cook. Speaking of which, I haven't eaten, so it might be a real thing. You might be channeling New Diamond. I need to be cooking dinner right now. Right now. You know? So thank you, J. Cole. So that's the truth. You looking for purpose, you looking for it in all the wrong places. I want you to understand, think of it this way, and I'm going to tell you how this came to me, and when I got it, it was like an aha moment like none other. When I was young, back in the day when I was young, but no, I'm not going to sing. But anyway, when I was young, I was looking for love. But once I got an understanding, I understood. Separate that word for love. You should never, ever, ever be looking for love. Jody Watley taught us about it. Who's from that generation that know when Jody Watley said, I'm looking for a new love? I'm looking for a new. By the way, I think they're going on tour. But anyway, you shouldn't be out here looking for love. Uh-uh. I separated love for purpose. Yeah. Yeah. What most of you are looking for is not love because you can't look for love. Love is in here. You're looking for purpose. But in order to get the purpose, you got to understand how to love you because it is through that self love that you have all of your superpowers. And then this is when you are in your Christ consciousness, you get to say how you going to filter those superpowers out into the world. And that becomes your purpose. We're not looking from the outside in, we're working from the inside out. So I just want to give you guys that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Wow. I'll say to your sister. Yeah. So understand that. Understand that you should not be looking for love. And purpose is an afterthought. Because once you have self-love, listen, listen. We would not have any problems if you got 99 problems. Please make sure self-love ain't one of them. Because once you get self-love, those 99 problems go away and you have 99 solutions. There is no more problem. We don't have a problem, Houston. Houston, there is no problem. We don't have a problem. We don't. We don't have a problem. What problem? We ain't got no problem. Mm-mm, no problem. So, yeah. Listen, I'm excited. I'm excited for you. I'm excited for us. We got day 5. We are working our way. We are working our way. We're going to take a pause real quick because I got some more that I want to tell you about day 5. Remember what I told you. And if you don't know, you can go back and listen to the show because this first couple of weeks of June, and we got Father's Day coming up. Shouts out to all the brothers. We got Father's Day coming up. These first 15 days, it's time to get it in. It's time to get it in with you. You know, it is definitely time to get it in these first 15 days. Not that you can't get it in after the 15 days, but we're getting that extra little blast. We're getting that extra little boost. And I know you feel it. But don't allow yourself to get caught in a pattern that is trying to play tricks on you in your mind to make you think you're not worthy, to make you think you can't do it, to make you think. Sometimes what I've learned is you got to move out the way and let the universe surprise you. And be open to that surprise. Be open to, you don't care how the solution comes, baby. Just let it come. You don't care how it happened. You shouldn't care how it happens. As long as long as it happens. Yeah. And that part, that's my phone telling me get ready for bed. Yeah. But you shouldn't care how It happens. You don't care how it happens. And I don't want to hear, well, what if something bad happened because I ain't did this? That's not how it works. Do you think your higher self is going to do something against you? Then the world done tricked you out of your birthright because that's not possible. It's not possible that the Most High, the divine, the universe, your higher self, your ancestors, whatever you call it, that they gonna do something that ain't in your best interest and sit back and key and laugh at you. They not in these bodies. That only happens with folks in these bodies. That's a little twisted. They don't get down like that. And if anyone has convinced you or tried to make you think that's going to happen, then they done lied to you. You done been lied and hook winked and all of that good stuff. Because that's just not how it works. It doesn't. You don't have to tell. That's like trying to tell your body, remember, we got to keep breathing in and out. It's like trying to tell your eyes, remember, you got to blink. You don't tell your eyes when to blink. You don't tell yourself who's controlling this. Since you think you in control of everything and everything has to be you saying something. Let me tell you something. Mhm. You're not saying that to yourself. You're not reminding yourself you got to breathe. You're not doing that. You're not telling your fingernails, I need you to grow cuz I got to go somewhere next week. You're not doing that. You're not telling your hair, I need you to grow. You're not doing that. You ain't doing that. The same energy that allows the clouds to float across the sky, the wind that blows the trees, that's the same energy that's moving through you. So before you get too big on yourself and think it's all about you, take a step back and think again. That's the same energy flowing through all of us. The same energy, and you don't control it. You don't control that. You ain't telling yourself when you need to breathe. Cause listen, you be done forgot. You be done got distracted by some shit on TikTok, some shit that's happening on Instagram. You be dead. You be flatline in less than 2 minutes. If it was up to you to say to your heart, oh, you got to beat. Oh, you got to tell your kidneys what to do. Oh, you got to tell your intestines what to do. Oh, you got to tell your eyes when to blink. You be done forgot all of that. You be out of here. You'd have been gone. You would have been gone if that was the case. So it's not. So that's why I like to say we are co-creators. But the lie you've been told is that somehow the creator that you're co-creating with is puppeteering you. And all of us are Pinocchio. We the little boy. And Geppetto got us on a string. And every day we say we want to be a real boy and girl. Can I please be a real little girl? Can I be a real little boy? That ain't what's going on. Your strings have been cut. That's the umbilical cord. That's your only birthmark on this planet. Huh? Everybody got a birthmark. That's the only birthmark on you is your belly button. It got cut. Your cord was cut when you came out of your mother's womb, your cosmic womb. When you took your first breath, it is at that point that you started to live and become alive in this physical body, right? Okay, here y'all go again. Y'all running it up. Y'all running it up. Y'all keep running it up. I'm not even going to go look. I'm going to stay focused. I'm going to do like 50 cents. I'm going to be fully focused. I'm going to stay focused. So I want you to understand that. So this isn't about, oh, Ms.Blue just want to tell you nothing. And this isn't about taking my free will and imposing it in your life. Because my free will stops where your free will begins and vice versa. It's not about you controlling other people and controlling things. It's about you understanding that you are navigating the macro within the micro, within. You know how to be a part of the one. That doesn't mean we all the same, because we ain't the same, baby. I'm not like you and you ain't like me. We're different. Kindred taught us that. We're different. And that's not a bad thing. But in order for us to show up with our greatness, it can't just be me bringing my greatness to the table. It can't just be you bringing your greatness to the table. Everybody got to bring themselves to the table, because everyone has greatness within them. You have what I call a God spark. And when you light that spark, clock it. You on that next level. You on that next level. That's where you at. You at that next level. And you will know when you're at that next level. It doesn't matter if nobody around you recognize that next level. You're going to know for sure you're on that next level. Yeah. You Katrina talking about, I can't wait for the class. Listen, yes, I know we're going to be getting it in. Y'all going to have to stop me. But anyone who's take classes from me, I say we're going to be there for an hour and 30 minutes. And I really am asking my spirit guides to work with a sister. And I want y'all to work with a sister too. Oh my goodness. You are taking Maya to see Kendrick in Detroit on Tuesday. Yes. Well, class starts on the 10th. Yeah, I guess that is Tuesday. Okay. You'll catch the replay. Yes. Oh, you're going to have so much fun. And SZA going to be there too. Let us not forget SZA, because she's going to be sliding all over the damn floor. She's going to have knee pads on, and she's going to be sliding all over that floor. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but just know, if SZA don't do nothing, SZA is going to be sliding across that floor. She's going to have them knee pads on. She's going to go from here. You're going to think she a Jabberwocky. She's going to go from up there to down there to over there. You thought she was Catwoman in that commercial, in that State Farms commercial. You ain't seen nothing. Wait till you see SZA in concert. Mm-hmm. Y'all come back and let me know. Listen, talk about boots on the ground. Shh. SZA should have been on tour with Beyonce, because she did. Anyway, it's going to be beautiful. Take lots of pictures. This is what I tell everybody. Take lots of pictures. When I'm at the concert, I'm all in it. Whoo, I wish I could go see, some of the best concerts I've seen. Beyonce, of course, of course, of course, of course, of course. And Nicki Minaj, baby. Nicki Minaj concert is like a remix party. It's like a soul family party. When I tell you, everybody in our section, we was so turned. We was so lit. We was singing the song so hard, Nicki had to say, I'll wait till y'all done. Cause y'all drowning me out. Yeah, I'll be better on Saturn. Yeah, listen, SZA gonna do her thing. Mm-hmm. Missy Elliott is another one, always classic. Seen Missy back in the day, and of my goodness, Sade. Is it a crime? Ain't nobody can touch Sade. Listen, Kiss of Life, Sade. There must have been an angel by my side. Listen, I don't think Sade coming back out for us. Drake tried to pull her out when he got a tattoo of her. Listen, it's some great ones. It's some great ones. Lauryn Hill. Listen. We could do it up. It's a whole lot of people. Quiet as it's kept. Drake. Drake puts on a great concert as well too. It's all concerts. Mm-hmm. Luther Vandross. Woke up this morning, looked at myself in the mirror, and I dun 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 all my love. When I was little, my cousin, when that song came out, she took all of our little cousins and made us learn the words and made us do the dance. 1,000 kisses from you is never. Yeah. Never too much, never too much. I think a movie is coming out about Luther. But anywho, we reminiscing. James Brown. Ooh, y'all went way back, way back, way back. Frankie Beverly and Mays. We are one. Frankie did it till Frankie couldn't do it no more. Listen, Frankie Beverly and Mays. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Listen. Yeah, it's so many greats. So many greats. Teddy Pendergrass. Oh, y'all are going back. James Brown. Wow. The 70s, the Soul Train. Yeah, Brandy. Listen, that's the girl right there. Maze. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And Whitney Houston. Listen, I cried at Whitney. And Michael Jackson, of course. Of course. So I'll go. Whitney wasn't no joke. Bilal, yes. Babyface. Oh my goodness. George Benson, Freddie Jackson. And we can't even. Erica Badu. I'm always up for a Badu moment. Barry White. Y'all is going in. Chris, listen. Chris, we gotta keep sending love to our brother Chris. Can't nobody, when I say can't nobody put on a concert like Chris Brown, and when he's dancing and he grounded, because you know Chris is a origin baby. Sometimes he ain't grounded. But Chris is otherworldly. 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 It's otherworldly. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's otherworldly. Otherworldly when Chris puts on. And Michael Jackson. These are not, I don't call them concerts anymore. They're activations. They're not concerts. These are activations. And I don't know about all of you, but I'm very sensitive about my activations. I make sure I choose them wisely for my activations. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, Chris Brown is off the Richter scale. Brittany Vise said, caught 5 Chris Brown concerts every time. Amazing. These are activations. Just like when Kanye West, and shout out to Kanye because Kanye do a concert as well too. When he did that concert and he came down like that crown chakra moment, I knew that was his last concert. I knew I could see all of the crown chakras exploding, including his, around him at that concert. Gerald Levert. I ain't Casanova. Ah, ah. Dun, 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 dun. Fun fact, when his father, what was their group? The OJs. When they had came to town, I got a chance to be their concierge person for them to help out with them. Gerald Levert, Childish Gambino. I haven't seen him, but my son has seen him. How many of you have watched The Five Heartbeats? We're not going to get off subject, but one day we're going to talk about that movie. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about that movie one day. Mhm. We're going to talk. Earth, Wind, and Fire, they were the first activators. Dun, 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 dun. My daddy used to play that. Dun, 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 dun. He said, oh, in a world, in the place. Yeah, Earth, Wind, and Fire. Oh my God. You can put that on today and heal your physical body. You play you some Earth, Wind, and Fire. I don't care what you got going on. I don't care what you got happening. It's over, baby. It's over. It is over. Anderson Park, I haven't seen him in concert, but I can imagine he good. I can imagine. I can imagine. Stevie Wonder, of course. And Stevie is still here. Did you guys know? I don't know if you guys know this, but I had a chance to actually interview Roy Ayers, who is one of the most sampled artists on the planet. Ashe to the brother Roy Ayers. That was such a fun interview that came from a whim. I got to thinking about music and my father listened to. And I said, let me Google it. And I Googled Roy Ayers and got his phone number and called him. He thought at first I was his daughter calling him from the store because he wasn't feeling well and she was going to the store to get him some stuff. And me and him started talking. And I asked him to come on the show, and he said yes. And I got a chance to interview him. Roy Ayers came on the show, and it was amazing. He dropped some gems about Michael Jackson, something Michael Jackson told him. Fun fact, you know the song um, I've Got the Power? Well, I actually met the sister who was in the group I Got the Power. That was my very first interview 20 years ago. I interviewed her at my house. I ran into her. I don't even remember how we got connected. And she started telling me her story. And I was just so intrigued by it. I asked her, could I record it? And she told the story about how they started the group. I got the power. That. And she also told about how they went to Europe and how everything happened so fast. One day I'm going to do a oldies and start playing some of these shows. And she said they had to go and perform, and they were opening for Michael Jackson in Europe. And they were so nervous and scared because they wasn't used to performing in front of people. And Michael Jackson came behind the stage and started talking to them. And they, after Michael gave them their speech and talked to them and pepped them up and told them they could do it, they went out there, and the rest was history. Yeah. Yeah, is amazing. I have really, really been able to connect with some amazing, amazing people. I am called Soulful Oracle for a lot of reasons. One, I grew up, my father was a music connoisseur, and he had crates and crates and crates and crates and crates and crates, crates of music. And our house was always filled with music, all kinds of genres, all kinds of sounds. And my father would always play music, and on Saturdays, my mother would be cooking in the kitchen. It'd be cleanup day, and my dad would be playing his records, and all the time, music, 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 music. So I get that love from my father. And so, but I love music. Originally born in Brooklyn, New York. A Brooklyn girl here. But I lived all over the world. In fact, I spent most of my growing up years outside of America. Um, so some of the things I got to experience, or I miss some of the experiences, you know? So I remember when I first went away to college and people were talking about different things that happened and different things they seen. I didn't really have that connection because I wasn't living in America and I didn't get a chance to experience a lot of it. But my parents always thought it was important for us to go back and spend time in New York with relatives. And so I went to school in New York. I went to PS 45. I went to PS 219. I went to Lincoln High out in Coney Island. That is where the movie was done with Denzel Washington was in it, the Spike Lee movie that was filmed at Lincoln High as well. And yeah, yeah. So rich history for Lincoln High out there in Coney Island, which was really great. And one of my best friends was what's the model and the actress? I can't think of her name right now. It left me. But anyway, yeah, had a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful connection. Yeah, yeah. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. He Got Game. I thought it was He Got Game. That's the name of the movie. Yep. And it was filmed at Lincoln High. Fun fact, that was one of the first high schools I ever went to that had a indoor Olympic-sized swimming pool, a tennis court, and we had a bowling alley inside the school. But back then, it was really ran by the Italians, you know, that whole side of Coney Island, everything out there, all of that part over there, Sheepshead Bay, when you're going out that way, all of that. And Yeah, and one of the mobster's son went to school, and he was kinda like my friend, and he used to have his bodyguard with him when we would go to class, and then he was like, "My uncle has a shop around the corner, we can go there for lunch," and, we could go there for lunch. We never questioned, like, "Who is this man always with you?" Until, of course, you start telling your relatives, and they like, "You gotta stay." Yeah, Brighton Beach, all out there. Yeah. But you don't have an accent. I don't, and that's by design. I'll say to my daddy, because you can people tell me when I get upset, they know. But other than that, that's not it. Mm-mm. You can't tell. Mm-mm. You can't really tell. But, if I get a little heated, you gonna say, "Oh, she from the East Coast." She from the East Coast. All right, listen. We got work to do. Let's get back on it. Let's get back on it. So day 5, this is rest, reset your rest day, right? And so remember, we going fresh linen, clear up under our beds. We're going to do a little bit of journaling. We're going to wipe things down. We're going to get that moon water, get that there. Because remember, if your rest is chaotic, then your rise will be too. Protect your portal. And your bed is a portal within a portal. So you got portals within portals. Here's an app, and I've given this out for years. Many of you guys have it. But this is one of the coolest things in the world. I'm a geek like this. Oh, there y'all go again. I'm a geek like this, but let me show you this app. The app is called Skyview. And do this. Download Skyview. You hear it? You hear it? You hear that? Download Skyview. And when you download Skyview, hold it up. I don't know if you can see because you see that? It's going to tell you what constellation is right above you. Look at me. Look at that. You see Jupiter? I've given this out for years. Look at Jupiter. You see Jupiter? Trying to see if I can get it where it doesn't have a glare. And it'll tell you what is above you, like what constellation. It'll even tell you what's below you, but looking in the cosmic skies. So right now, once you set it up, it'll tell you, like look, it'll tell you what satellite is above you. Look at all of this. Oh my goodness. Look at that. The peacock. Pav. And when you click it, it'll tell you stories about it. I know many of you who have been listening to me for years, you know about Skyview. Pisces, Saturn. And when you click it, it tells you information about Saturn. It'll give you information about the constellation. It will give you information about what's above you. It'll tell you how far away it is. No, Skyview is free. There's a free version of it. Now, you want to get real jazzy, you can get the paid version, but look at that. So when you click on the constellation or planet, you get a wealth of information. You get a wealth. That's one of my spirit, my animal totems, Brittany, is the peacock. That's my animal totem. And right here, I have Aquarius. Look at that. I want to see if I can hold it. It's right here. Aquarius is here. And it'll tell you. And you can walk all around your house. It is the coolest thing if you have children. This is like, they're going to love it, right? You're going to love it. They're going to love it. And you get to find out more about astronomy. You can also find out about different things. So here it's like telling all this stuff, like if you want to know about Aquarius, and you can see, I usually walk around my house and it'll tell me where everything is in the sky, everything that's there. And you just set it, and I lay in the bed and I'm sitting there and I just see what's around me, like what constellations, what's above me, what's over my head. It's a really, really incredible app. I'm not sure. I know it's won some awards, and this was many, many years ago. This app won some rewards. Is it called Sky? It's called Sky View. I'm sure it is a light, and I'm sure it's I've had it for so long. It's a light. Ooh, look at that. Right where I'm sitting. I'm gonna screenshot it. Let me see if I can screenshot it. Hold on, you guys. Let me get this. Right where I'm sitting is the constellation of Aquarius, and my sun sign is Aquarius. Clock it. Clock it. You know? But you can even see like there's a satellite right above my head. And they'll tell you there's an asteroid called Asteroid H. And they will tell you how long this asteroid will be right above. Matter of fact, this is something from Japan. Oh, wow. And the satellite was put into orbit in 2016. So you can find out like so much great information. So much great information. Yeah, so check it out. You all got to let me know down in the comment section. By the way, it's not sponsored, even though Skyview, holla at your girl. You need to sponsor me as much as I put people on to that. But definitely connect with that. Ursa Minor is above you. Yes, you'll get to see it. You'll get to see the star Sirius. You'll get to see that. Capricorn is above your live. Yeah, you when you walk through your house, you're gonna be just like, wow, I don't know. I love stuff like that. And I'm walking through the house. And this is how I discovered where portals were in my house because I could tell where it is. And even when the Milky Way, like you can just go deep. Like it's a lot that you can get. Hmm. Yeah, you're just gonna, thank you, CLW. Yeah. So you'll be able to see that Ursa Minor is there. A lot of you have the Aquarius. And yeah, and it's based on where you live. You just set your location in there and it's going to give you some accurate information. You'll be able to see that over your house. You'll be able to see that wherever you are. Wow. I saw Pisces twice in my son and my dad are Pisces. Yeah. You're so welcome. Yeah. Yeah. Mhm. Mhm. How do we use the information? Well, one, it's going to broaden your horizons because a lot of times we think, and I'm going to tell you a great time to use Skyview is not at night. It's fun, but use it in the daytime because there's a whole world. We hear these sayings as above, so below, but that is really true. What is there's things happening right above you, right above you. Like there's a whole world going on above you and a world that's going on beneath you. Why does it call the moon natural satellite of the earth? Because why does it? Because it is. It is a natural satellite. The moon gives us downloads and information. It is a satellite here. It is orbiting around us and that satellite is a portal, and I'm sure that they haven't got into some of the higher science of the moon, but the moon is a portal. When you're time traveling, you travel through the moon. Hence the reason why we were kids, this all of these stories and all of those people who channel into different dimensions, where Dr. Seuss went and pulled out all of his information where creatives go, in these higher dimensions. The moon is one of those portals we go through. This is why you see so much talked about in children books and everywhere is to talk about the moon because the moon is a portal and this is where other beings come in. That's usually a stop they come in through. They come in through the moon. So you will always hear songs about the moon and this. Now some people say, the moon isn't real, it's a projection, it's all of that and I stay out of all of that, but the moon plays a very significant role in your life. it's home to Earth. We have more than one moon, and I'm sure we'll learn about them in the coming years. But the moon you're looking at is not always the same moon, that we have several moons here, but they come out during different cycles and different seasons. And the moon gives you downloads as well too. The moon's magnetic pull is what is pulling on the waters of Earth and vice versa, because the water has its own magnetic field as well. This is why we have places like the Bermuda Triangle, which, by the way, thank you. I can't remember who sent me. One of my predictions was we would have another area like the Bermuda Triangle, and several of them are popping up around the world. These different portals that are there. These are different portals that come. So yeah. Mhm. 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 So good stuff. Good stuff. Is there 13 moons? I don't know about all that. I ain't really looked into it like that, but I mean, we can dive into the records one day, and we can do that. Priestess Erica said, what you say? Fairies are usually born by the light of the full moon. Absolutely. Absolutely. Y'all want to know about fairies? Listen, listen. Mhm. There are 13 moon cycles, absolutely, but 13 different moons. Yeah, I guess technically you can say that, right? I mean, the goddess Hathor is the goddess of 10,000 names, right? Think about how many people you are inside of you. Yeah. So I guess that's not far-fetched to think that we got 13 moons. We got 13 cycles. We do. We do. We do. Okay. We're going to listen to some music, and then we're going to get ready to get out of here, because what we not fisting to do, let me see what we didn't hear. Okay. We heard Hero. We heard this. What was the song I said I wasn't going to play? Okay. We're going to listen to this, and then we'll be right back. Absolutely love it. Yes, that is called you. You. Oh my goodness. Listen, yes, I do have a Spotify list. I'm gonna have to give you guys the Spotify list and let you all check that out as well. And glad that y'all are liking the vibes. I'm just glad that I'm able to play the vibes. And for all of us here, listen, we got day 5 coming up. It's a good day to that thing, that feeling of something that's kind of been heavy on you, light on you, close to you, that you do it, that you do it. You absolutely do it. That you say yes to it. That you say yes for yourself. You say yes to it. That you give yourself permission. We're going to keep working as we ride this cosmic wave out for the rest of this week here. You guys definitely make sure you come back if you didn't hear see the video I posted well this morning. Definitely go back, post, leave your comments, come back, like, share, comment, all that good stuff. And again, oh my goodness, I'm scared to go look and see if we sold out again. But I want to say thank you to everyone who has signed up for the All About Frequency class. And we have had 5 sellouts here tonight. I don't even know how that's possible, but it happened in real time. So, yeah, I'm just taking it all in, taking it all in. And remember what I said, if you feel called and email me. Email me. I think the last one we put up is still there. But if you still feel called, I know many of you have reached out to me and you feel like this is something that you want to be a part of, email me and we will go from there. And for everyone else, if you just feel like you really want to be a part of the class, but you're not able to make it in the class, I want you to trust where you are. I want you to trust where you are. Life is being created and co created by you. It's not happening in spite of you, it's happening because of you. And I want you to always remember that and divine timing. And there will be other things. There will be other things that come out. And there's so many. By the way, for everybody who has SkyQuest, thank you all for those downloads and thank you for all the beautiful feedback from the Oracle files, from all of the digital products, how you're working with your magic, how these things are helping you, how these tools are helping you on your journey, helping you learn more about who you are, activate your superpowers, love yourself, and all of these incredible things. And I thank you all so much for it. Means the world to me to leave a comment, uh, to go back and write a review, to share your thoughts. You matter to me. You matter to the world. It's a way that you're putting your energetic signature out there. Don't take that lightly. Really put it out there. Really let it flow from your heart and speak from your heart and put that out there. We have to be a little bit more intentional about the things in this world that we want to see more of. That if it's been there, if it's helped you, if it's assisted you, if it's something that you're using, you want to put your energetic signature out there because many of you are wanting to put things out in the world and you're wanting to do things and you're going to want someone to do the same thing for what you're doing. So that means a lot to me. You guys are always asking, how can you help? How can you support? And y'all are doing that in an amazing way. But liking, sharing, passing it on, these things that you guys are doing, it is moving mountains, leaving comments, leaving heartfelt comments, really sharing your thoughts. It don't have to be a big dissertation, or it can. I love that too. But just really putting your thoughts out there and sharing that. So I would love for us to do that. Let me know if you go back and listen to day 4, how that's going. But also, we're going to use this show as day 5. Let me know how that is moving along for you as well. I love you all so, family. We're going to hear one more thing as we get out of here. It's something we played before, but I love you all. Let's keep being good to each other. Let's keep growing up on planet Earth. Let's keep evolving. Let's keep raising our frequency. And remember, love is the only thing real here. Peace and love. Ciao. Sorry, that ain't even the right one. So where did I go? Hold on, you guys. I gotta get to the right one. We're gonna hear this again. There we go. There we go. For all my heroes and sheroes out there, love ya.
So many speak on the bottom and never know the feel, or how it looks at the top, or if it's even real. We ain't selling dreams, but we live in some. No arms, license, and still we stick to our guns. We here to live for ourselves first, and if in doing that it helps you, so be it. Let it drive. Let's go. Gonna live in full.
If I keep living my life, eventually I'll know what you.
Better talk to me.
I'm gonna take my time and find what's right for me. I'm gonna live my life.
We gon' live life. Living full. No more empty glasses here. I said no more empty glasses or even half full. When the world see that we blessed more than a handful. That's why you can't put your finger on it, we got the touch. Never perfect, living with purpose, that be us. Open the curtains, we give the real like behind the scenes. We give the heart in our chest and wear it on our sleeves. I don't lend my clothes so you know it's really me. I cop that so I rock, that's how it really be. But metaphorical, speaking my piece, that when I do, haters zip they lips like it's rhetorical. My past experience makes me an oracle. Don't believe when it's from me, so I write it down allegorical. Ain't trying to be the clouds, always overheads. Sometimes I gotta be the ground to hold you down and stand. For yourself first, then we go get the fam. Build them up, set them up like it's already planned.
All right. We have officially sold out 6 times. Wow. 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 I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. So grateful. mm. Mm-mm. Yeah, Lala. Yeah, Lala. 6 times. Wow. All right, so family, peace and love. I love you all so much. Peace and love. Ciao.